Hi! Welcome to Castle Chat. Tonight we have Lena. We have Lindsay from Welcome to the Simple Life. We have Kat from Perfectly Kat. No, well, Lena from the Hall Family Adventures. Sorry. And Sami from Just Sami Things. What are you pointing up for?
Lena.
Oh, you're just pointing. Welcome to Castle Chat tonight. Allie can't be here. She had a family emergency earlier in the week. So we are having some fun tonight, and we will see her again soon. So first up, we're going to just introduce Lindsay, and she is a small shop, and she's going to tell you just a little bit about her small shop, and then we'll dive on into the news and then have some fun.
Hi, I'm Lindsay. Welcome to the Simple Life. I make custom shirts, signs, anything resin, hair bows. I'm a creator of all things. And that's about it.
Welcome in, Jeffrey. So I'm actually a brand rep for Lindsay, and I'm wearing a shirt she made.
That's where all your really cool shirts come from?
Yes, see this shirt? It says Christy's Corner. If you want one, you can order one from her. It doesn't have to be on the same color. It doesn't have to be the Lily Pulitzer print. But if you want a Christy's Corner shirt, even like one for men, you can order it. And she can pretty much put it on any shirt and make the vinyl pretty much any color you want.
Yep.
I'll be hitting you up for a Perfectly Cat shirt.
Awesome. Anytime, bring it.
I will show a couple of other things that she's made, but we're going to do news first, and then we'll show some of the other things she's made, and then we'll get into a game. And I know that some of the girls here have just a few questions for the, as well. So first off, just to get everyone acclimated, we'll start news, and we'll just start with Lena.
All right, I'm sending you my link now. Very exciting news was released today from Disney. I think we were all really sad when Club Cool closed, but yay, news, it is coming back. What is going on? Okay. So I am using allears.net, and it is going to be Club Cool originally closed in 2019, and it's going to be I looked at another article that actually told where it's going to be, but it opens up this summer 2021. So you can start practicing that Beverly face. Oh yeah, that's the greatest soda ever created. To be able to fool your friends. Sad story. It's actually an Italian soda. And I thought I was being so darn sneaky when I made my husband try it on our very first trip in 2014. Lena needs to remember her husband spent summers in Italy with his dad and actually liked Beverly.
It's so bitter.
He likes it. And I'm like, this stinks. But
welcome in, Jesse.
So the videos of YouTube vloggers trying Beverly and Beverly challenges, I will start up again this summer. So welcome to the age of Club Cool.
I have to say, my best friend, I tricked her. Should I be afraid? No. Best moment of my life. You said it tastes like baby wipes. That was a new one. I never heard that expression. Baby wipes. Okay.
That's hilarious. Baby wipes. Okay.
Welcome in, Mouse Talk. Yeah, I had my kids try it, and both of them didn't want to try any of the others after we had them try it because they thought we were going to try to make it taste all those smooths. And I was like, no, these others are actually okay.
I think melon is my favorite.
The melon one's pretty good.
Is that the same stuff they have at the Coca-Cola Center in Las Vegas?
Probably.
Probably, but this is all free. this is actually something. Now let's rewind back a minute. It was free when before in its first developed 1.0, Club Cool 1.0. We don't know if it will continue to be free in version 2.0.
Doesn't it cost something at the Coca-Cola store in Disney Springs?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
you can get a Coca-Cola flight at the Coke store in Disney Springs, and I'm not quite sure what the pricing is on that. But
Yeah,
When
me
we
neither.
went to Vegas, it was like $20 for like 20 drinks or something like that. I'm not a soda drinker, so I did a little taster on them, and a lot of them were disgusting. Like,
this
too
was
sweet,
free.
too bitter, too just much. It's giving me a headache thinking about it.
People would actually take empty pop bottles in with them, and they'd fill it because the cups are tiny. They're like bathroom Dixie cup size, maybe a little bit bigger. And people would sit and fill it like it's the push button style. So push, and they'd fill their bottle, and it'd take you like an hour to fill the bottle, but they'd fill their bottle of soda. So I don't know if it will continue to be free in the new area or not. That's something that we'll have to wait and kind of see as Disney rolls out more information on that closer to opening date.
Well, that's
And
a good point to make, that we don't know if it will be free or not, since everyone is used to it being free.
And that's what my news is about.
Do you want to go ahead?
Something
Yeah.
not free.
So hold on.
Hi, Chasing Dreams with Mike.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
I saw that Mouse Talk is in here. Walt will be on next week with us.
Yay!
Hello, Mouse Talk.
Share screen. I'm sharing my screen. Christy, can you see it?
No.
Okay. That's not correct. Hold on. Hold, please.
Technical difficulties.
We have technical difficulties.
The funny thing is, I do this all day long.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, now can you see it?
No. Yes. I'm like, no,
Okay.
yes. I gotta
So
scroll
this
down to
is
it.
this is from the Points guys. Actually saw it on a couple other sites. Oh my gosh, they got lots of pop-ups. Good heavens, Betsy. So Mirrors is launching a new shuttle service to Disney resorts starting in 2022, but it'll cost you. So basically, what it is saying is that because they are no longer doing the free magical service to the airport, from the airport to your hotel, they now are doing it where you are probably going to have to pay a little bit to get to your hotel, which is nuts to me, because if you are a family of 4 and you have to pay for each individual person or bags or however else they're going to do it, that was such a great perk to have, and it was a great incentive. So that is frustrating.
When are they taking that away?
It's the Magical Express ends December 31st, 2021. Is that right, Lena?
Yes. However, if you are checking in like anytime in December of 2021, and you're checking out in 2022, you will still receive the free shuttle back to the airport because it is part of your stay. Because there was when this first came out that they were going to be ending it, that was a big question that we as travel agents had. Like, we've got a client arriving December 25th, and they're not leaving until January 5th. Are they going to have to be charged one way? What's going on? So I know multiple agents were sitting on hold because we've got tons of Facebook groups where we all share information. Only one person needs to wait on hold for 5 hours. Just saying.
Yeah.
And they're like, this is what we heard from Disney. And I've heard it from several different people, and even inside my own agency, that if you book a trip and you're arriving when it's free, it will be free to go back to MCO.
Awesome.
Which, props, thank you, because they very well could have said, well, it ended. You've got to pay.
Yeah.
We all know.
That would be nuts.
We all know that it very well could have happened.
Yes. Another really cool thing. Oh no, battery's running low. Oh no. Okay. New Disney princesses and Star Wars Happy Meal toys hit McDonald's. My poor husband, he has been to every McDonald's in the area going and getting me these toys. Have you guys collected any? What do you think of them?
I've
They're
got
not
one
good at
toy,
the
but
90s
it's
ones.
not the princess ones. I've got this Tower of Terror Mickey.
That's what I have.
I want that.
Really?
Mine.
Why is
Mine.
Mine.
Just saying, they're still not as good as the ones that we got in the 90s.
No.
Of course
My
not.
closet has a whole shelf of the 80s and 90s toys, and no, it's not as good. Did I ever
That's
tell you
how-
guys my Happy Meal toy story?
Mm-mm.
Oh, I guess not. Okay, so when I was 4, I decided that X's and O's were really rings. So the Grimace ring I put on my finger, and it is plastic, but it swelled up so bad that my finger turned purple.
Oh no.
Very lucky to have my finger, thanks to my mom, who grabbed me and my brother and ran us a half a mile to the hospital, and they had to cut it off. I was so upset that my Happy Meal toy was gone. Like I was,
Poor cat.
yeah, it was
Well,
like
at least
tragic.
you still
I
have
think
your
it was like
finger.
1979. So you got to know that these toys were not as they are now.
Right.
Yeah. Our Barbies in the Happy Meals actually were miniature versions of Barbies that you could actually play with.
Yeah. Yeah, and the TY Beanie Babies, the Beanie Baby like
Oh,
craze.
love
where,
Beanie
like,
Babies.
people were paying hundreds of dollars for these Happy Meal toys, and you're like, "Are you serious?"
I remember the first summer those were out because we were down in Oklahoma. My mom was babysitting my cousin who was like 3 years older than I was. And because my aunt was a teacher and gone for a teaching thing, one of those, Kat would know, the summer teaching certificate stuff. And she left money every day because each day there was a different McDonald's. Each McDonald's had a different toy out. So each day we were going to a different McDonald's and buying like 12 Happy Meals. I kid you not. My aunt probably has like 50 sets of every series of Beanie Babies from
That is
McDonald's.
awesome.
They're worth so much money right now too.
I was really sick of McDonald's after that weekend.
My first job was at McDonald's, so it holds a special place in my heart.
Oh, Sami, do you have any news? Okay, I wasn't sure if you did. I have a little news, just a little. Which one is it? I don't want to open the wrong one, and knowing me, I'll totally open the wrong one. Here we go. Okay, so Avengers Campus at Disneyland Resort is set to open and recruit superheroes June 4th. So that's exciting because everyone was wondering if it was going to open, but it is. And this is coming directly from the Disney Parks blog. I'm not going to read through it. If you guys are interested in finding more information, you may go read through it. But I will say I've never really had interest in going to Disneyland because it's smaller. Don't shame me. Don't be like, oh. But now I kind of want to go. Yep.
And just remember that we don't know when Disneyland is opening to the general public until further notice. It is only open to California residents.
Right.
They are not even selling military tickets.
Wow.
Yeah. The only military tickets are Disney World.
So I have some fun things to show you that Welcome to the Simple Life has made. All right, I'm going to make me big. Ooh. So first up, I'm going to show you keychains. We've got this Ravenclaw keychain.
That's so cool. I need a Hufflepuff one.
And then this Mickey keychain. Minnie, excuse me. It's Minnie. And then this Minnie keychain. And all of this stuff can be ordered through her. And if you were paying attention to a previous giveaway I've had, one of these bags was included. And that print right there is like a Lily Pulitzer print right there. All right, now I'm going to show you the millions of t-shirts that I have that are hers. I've got this heartbeat one, and it's got the inside. This is no normal Mickey ears. It totally looks like a Stitch to me.
Okay, I see it.
It looks like Stitch. And that's a Lily Pulitzer print because I'm obsessed. This was one of her Valentine's Day shirts, and most of her shirts are like a more like either a 70. This one is 65% polyester, 35% cotton. So it's not 100. Not all of them are 100% cotton. You can get 100% cotton, but those shrink, and these are super soft. And then this one was one of the ones that was in the giveaway. And I've got like 3 or 4 more, I believe. This one is my Ravenclaw one. And this is another Ravenclaw one. I literally had to go and take these out of my closet. I always match my t-shirts up with leggings, and I had to remove them from the hangers. This one is a sparkly Stay Magical, y'all, 2021 shirt. I think she also made a 2021 in 2020. And then this one is Expedition Everest. So also, we'll be doing a giveaway again here pretty soon in the near future. It starts on the 19th. And I don't even know what the giveaway items are. She's keeping it a secret from me. I'll see it when she sends it here, and I'll do an unboxing on YouTube and the giveaway on Instagram. So stay tuned to win that. What else? Oh, she's also made she can do all sorts of custom orders because I actually ordered our Girl Scout Troop Brownie First Nighter Camp t-shirts from her. I've ordered some t-shirts for Magical Makeup with Christy. Girls already know because I told them because I was like, what are your t-shirt sizes?
Like, why do you want to know what size t-shirt I wear?
So, I ordered some Magical Makeup with Christy, and then I've also ordered some other shirts for something else, but I can't say what it's for because I didn't tell those people. Am I forgetting anything? I have so much money.
You didn't say, but I figured it out from the other chat.
I know. But I literally the stuff that for the giveaways, I'm brand repping those, so those I do get. But like when I order stuff, I pay for it. So the Girl Scout stuff and all that stuff, I've paid for. Oh yeah, I forgot these earrings. She made these earrings.
Oh, I like that. Is that made out of resin?
Yes.
So do you have a mold for that, or do you just kind of how do you do shapes like that?
I have silicone molds, a bunch of silicone molds, all different shapes of dangly earrings, studs, not just Disney ones, all kinds. I'll have to post it one day. I have molds for coasters, keychains,
Pop those
a
up there.
whole stack. Yep.
Oh,
I have
okay.
those. Oh, and I have all those.
I have coaster ones, these ones, and flower ones. I don't have too many because I do mostly cups and ear stuff, but I have these.
I have tons. You can get a mold for just about anything.
Yeah.
And I love them. They're so easy to do.
Mm-hmm.
That's really cool.
I prefer those over cups. I do make a ton of cups, but it's just the molds are so much easier.
Yeah, I like doing cups. I think for me cups, but then I've really gotten resin mold with the coasters, and that's what I use for my ears. And it's just so fun to create with resin. Like once you start doing it, it's so hard to stop.
Yes, because you can do it. I have a ton of alcohol inks and mica powders.
Mm-hmm.
I have like 120 bottles of different glitters.
Yeah.
I
can glitter the whole world.
Glitter?
120. And That's not even half the glitter that I could have. It's the whole wall sparkles.
It's a hobby that makes you broke. That's why you turn it into
definitely.
a business.
It's like I need a meeting for glitter.
Yeah.
I'm glad Pepper Tree Villa isn't here because Doug would literally have a heart attack. Like, no, you don't understand. If he gets something in the mail with glitter, he will throw it away.
Oh no, not the glitter.
My husband actually built me a desk for the purpose of not crafting in our bed anymore because there was a glitter incident. And he woke up with it in his beard and he said, never again. Never again. And he built me a desk.
Oh, you don't even like the glitter. It's just everywhere. You should send that to like your worst enemy and they would, oh my God. Like you could clean it for months and you're still going to find glitter. I'm finding glitter from like Valentine's Day of 2020.
My cats, it's the worst because my kitten is so curious because he loves to jump up on my desk and walk around. And like, I'll be holding him and I'm like, what? Why are you sparkling?
What have you gotten into?
That's so funny. Like earlier today, I kiss my little dog on the top of the head all the time. And they were like, why are you sparkling? It's like, oh, I just kissed her.
And another thing I don't understand,
Randy and Trav.
have you ever done the resin beach art?
No.
Oh, I'll have to post a video.
Okay.
I did
like kind of like the sand, but you use resin instead.
No, I used real sand from the beach because then you can customize it to your customers. Like if they get, I'll have to post a video of a picture that I did on wood. Because then you can get sand from like their favorite beach, seashells or whatever, and then you put sand on the bottom, and then the waves and stuff I just did in different colors.
What?
Oh, I've seen
Water.
that stuff, but I haven't tried it. I am very like noob. Is what I scream is a noob. So, and I try like. For me, I really don't like obviously tumblers and shirts. That's something everybody does, obviously. Like you're always gonna have that same competition and stuff. But I always like to try to do it a little different, like doing resin ears and making them a little bit differently or whatever. But yeah, that stuff is fun. But I like then in my head, I'm like, but if that's something you do, like you do that, and like that's your thing, girl. You know,
you have too many different.
It's like you
artists.
tell that. I'm not gonna come in and like poach.
I get whatever people pay me to do.
I have a lot. Like right now, my shop is mostly just like custom tumblers, custom ears, custom T-shirts. So I want to start making things where like those ears I showed earlier is like I want to start making things that like people can choose from and see if I can get some more business that way. Grow.
Well,
I'm a big old noob.
So
you sound like you're saying noob and you're like boob, noob, boob, noob. Like, let's just call you a greenie.
I do have a question about resins. So do you get your resins from like Michael's or like a supplier online? Because the resin I got in a pack from like China or somewhere. I can't read it, so I don't know what to do.
You don't even have to read it. It's literally just half and half. You use half of A and half of B.
Put it together.
Yeah.
Now does it need to be cured?
So
how do you cure it?
Cured mine. So maybe that's the noob in me. So that was a bad question to ask me. How do you cure your resin? I guess I just take my heat gun and heat it up. I don't know if that's curing it.
No, when you cure it, it typically takes 3 days. Some of it takes 7. It just depends on the resin that you use for a full cure. Because if you don't fully cure it, it's still toxic.
It's stinky too.
Yes, if you do, and if you don't mix it right, the slightest bit of too much part A or too much part B, it does not sit. It will stay sticky, and it will not set properly.
Can I be more terrified as the moments go?
What does it mean?
I feel like this isn't something that I should try.
Oh no, definitely try it. Like,
can you explain curing your resin? Like what that means?
It just sits there and basically it just sets, because when you mix part A with part B, it cures because it sets because you're selling it and it's getting hard.
Oh, okay.
When you mix
I thought
A
you had
and
to,
B,
like, put it in the oven for like 20,000 hours. Or...
Just
I'm like,
literally sitting there.
Okay.
The only other thing, the only other thing for curing is sometimes people will use like it's mainly for jewelry, the UV resin, and you put the UV light on it and it like almost cures instantly.
Okay, so
you don't use that for cups though.
Being hard, that
is cured.
Okay.
Yeah.
So your man's like, I'm doing it right.
I'm not telling people it's okay.
While we're showing small shop stuff, this is something that Sami made.
Oh,
I have those molds.
So then you can put like things in it and like add layering.
Yep. Yes. Flowers and
so like this, like I have stuff. Like this has the mica powder that she was talking about.
Oh wow.
And glitter and stuff. Or like I put seashells in this one.
So, okay, that's cool.
Yeah, you could do a lot. You could do a lot. You can make a whole ocean.
Yes,
I'm a little nervous, but I want to try it. You both have inspired me to take what I have and actually try it. I think I'm more like I need to open the window so I don't pass out.
I wear a full mask respirator.
You do?
Oh yeah, it's that stuff is toxic. Look at her. She does it.
I'm like, kill me, it's fine.
It's highly toxic.
Yeah.
And I wear a full respirator. The first resin I ever tried was just cheap resin because I was practicing. Mm-hmm. And I broke out in hives. My eyes started to swell a little bit. I had a horrible allergic reaction to it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, there's like other stuff that's like resin. It's Crystalac. Yeah, but that takes even longer.
And you have to put like 5 times as many layers. And you're not getting the same, in my opinion, shine. I don't know. I don't like it as much.
I mean, I just ordered off of Amazon and I'm trying. It's the one I ordered is Better Boat. I think it's for boats, but it's really good. It's this stuff. Like, I don't know. It works. It's good. And it wasn't too expensive. It's premium boat care. So if anybody needs a boat that needs shining.
Anybody need a boat repair, call Sami.
All her items will be fine in the sea. They will just glide on the top of the ocean.
Right. I will put an ocean on the bottom of the boat.
I've used the Pro Marine tabletop, like when I do like the ocean stuff or trays, because you can cast it a little thicker. Because I do the trays that look like the geodes with like the gold flakes and stuff like that in it. And I've used the art resin. I use a lot when I'm making like the earrings and stuff like that. Those are pretty much the 2 brands I like. And you'll have to message me those because I'm still learning like what resin I like. I like this one though because it actually cures really fast. Mm-hmm. And it's good quality. That's what I've used these for. And it's like it's strong and it's good. So do you see
it has to dry fast.
Oh, for a boat. I thought you said I have to poop, and I'm like,
So we've talked.
We love you. We love you so much.
I love you guys.
Oh my God.
Besides resin, what other products are your favorite to make? Like, what is your I guess your best sellers?
Besides resin?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a toss-up between shirts and signs. Because
I love that.
Your signs are so pretty above your head. I was looking at them. They look so good.
Oh, thank you. That's my inspirational wall.
I love it.
That is my
I like that.
So vinyl. You can't really see.
Oh my gosh, so pretty. And you use that arrow sign too?
Yes. And then up there it says, maybe she's a wildflower. That's
love
just my
it.
little like quote and reminders to uplift yourself and don't
That's
beat yourself
awesome.
up. And
I'm poison
So
sumac,
awesome.
but you know, it's all good.
You have an Etsy shop, right?
no, I do
Oh.
not.
Okay, I was looking for you on Etsy, and I was like, I cannot find her.
I don't. I've kind of went back and forth on whether or not to open one, just because I want to shop, and it's between Etsy or Shopify. But I can't pull the trigger. I'm so nervous to do it. But I've heard nightmares about Etsy.
Okay, so I have an Etsy shop. I guess
Do
I've
you?
never heard of Shopify. And I like my Etsy stuff. I feel like it is harder. I don't know. I never heard of Shopify, so I don't know if it's the same on there. Like I do feel like sometimes it's harder to get your work out there because I feel like my sales are not going anywhere. I feel like it's definitely something you have to have multiple sales for your stuff to be going, or like reviews. So that's why I'm always asking people to leave me a review when I send them their stuff, because that stuff helps your searches. But what is the
Definitely.
Shopify?
It's just a platform you can go on there and set up your own personal store, website, storefront online.
Okay.
And I heard it's like, was it like $20 or $30 a month? I guess it doesn't cost that much, but basically just making your own website.
Okay, see, that's where like Etsy, you pay for your posting.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like 20 cents a post. And then you like they take your taxes out for you, and like if you have like, so when you go ship it like your shipping's a little bit cheaper through Etsy, and they calculate that out, and then they send you the money straight to your account.
Yeah, but they
And
do
like,
charge you
all for taxes and stuff. I don't know if that other place does that. So like if you hit a certain amount of income, they have like your tax forms ready for you and everything like that.
I don't know if the other one does that or not. I've just heard so many horror stories about like people receiving their items, nothing's really wrong with them, but then they complain to Etsy. Etsy takes your money, like refunds them. And because a bunch of like the Tumblr groups and like the sublimation groups I'm a part of, because I also do the sublimation on like my bleach shirts and stuff like that.
What is sublimation?
It is a printer, and you print it onto a special paper, like a sublimation paper.
Okay.
Sublimation ink.
I know.
And then you heat press it, and it just gases off.
I know what that is.
So you hear a lot of the girls say, "Oh, there was nothing wrong," but I requested like my item back. I didn't receive my item. They gave her a refund. So I'm just like, ooh.
I wonder, like, if you like document though everything. I guess, I mean, obviously you're always gonna come in on that, but I almost wonder though, like, yeah, I wonder how the other one does it. I've never come up with that, but also everyone that's shopped for me has been like from the Disney community, and I don't think anybody would do such things. So Lena's gonna be like, I never got my ornament that I sent off.
I never got the ornament that I already gave to its recipient. Wait a minute.
I mean, it's been 3 years now I've been doing this. I've never had a complaint. I've never had anybody say anything negative. I guess it's just my own like
Do you
worries.
use the shop app on Instagram? Like, do you have your stuff where they can shop you on Instagram? Because
No, when I click on that to do that, it says that I have to have an outside store, and I don't.
Oh, okay. Because I haven't done that yet. Because I'm like, I don't know how such works, so I didn't know if, because you're mostly off of that.
I wanted to do it, and when I clicked on it, you have to have an outside store, and because people love to just click and shop.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how it is today. And so I know it would benefit me in the long run. It's just doing it. I mean, I get so much now, just word of mouth, and I have a contract with a local school. I do all their spirit wear. Thanks. And I do a lot of stuff for the church and, stuff, places like that. I mean, it keeps me busy. It's just wanting to go to the next level, I guess you'd say.
So as somebody that's starting a small shop, like I am a few months in, like officially, I guess, really, what is like some things that you would say as like words of encouragement or advice or anything like that? Like, how long did it really get you? Because sometimes in my head, I'm like, wow, people just like, they post one thing and their business takes off. And here I am months later and I don't have that many sales. So like, how was your process like, I guess? Like, how did starting your small shop look?
Okay. To the people who post once and then they're an instant star, I wonder if those people are just full of yeah.
That's what we already discussed about in the
Love the poop that Lena has to let go of.
Because I'm in a bunch of forums and a bunch of groups. I have never come across, like, to me, it's impossible. Mm-hmm. I started off with, I'm just going to make some stuff for myself. I'm going to make some stuff for friends. And it was like, here you go. And I mean, it took me a good year and a half before it was finally like, oh, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do something. Because at first it was just like a hobby, I guess is what you would call it. I didn't really take it seriously. And all I can say, patience. Patience is key. That is going to take the biggest thing. Patience, customer service. And don't beat yourself up. Don't be too hard on yourself. On the days when you're like, oh my God, I know I'm very self-critical. I know. There are times when I'm like, what am I doing? And I'm not where I think. I'm 3 years in and I'm like, why am I not further along? But then I'm like, it takes years. We have a lawn business too. It takes years to build a customer base. And sometimes, like, if you come across that person who is like hard on you or rough on you, try not to take it too seriously, because is that the customer you want anyway? No.
I think that's I love that. I love what you said. And so for me, I know somebody personally whose business did take off, and it was something where like she is an artist herself and she draws. And I think like, so to myself, like when I talk to my boyfriend about it, he like has to remember, he's like, well, she made something like that nobody can get anywhere else. Like her artwork is special to her. We're like, people in the Disney community, we're all kind of making the same thing. We have the same molds we're using. We have the same characters we're basing stuff off of. And I think what you said is just like not being hard on yourself and knowing it takes time and it building that. Why are you giving me that face, Lena?
Because I'm pretty sure I sent this to you on Instagram.
Listen, sometimes you have to hear it from a complete stranger, okay?
It takes a long time, and there are days when I'm like, I'm throwing it all out the window. I give up. I'm done. But then I'm like, no, just remember why you started it.
Yeah.
And sometimes you do have to be different. And a lot of my things are custom orders, because then I'm not doing what everybody has, because I am like making it to that person what they want, either design or color wise or whatever. Now, I will say this, when it comes to the custom orders, it can become so overwhelming, and the time that is spent creating the design for them, but choosing the font, like everything, it takes a lot more time than just making your stuff that's ready to sell.
Like when a person sends you like 5 requests in 1 week.
Yeah, and then you got to make all the designs and the fonts, and then you got to go. I spend so many hours at night that you're not getting paid for at the end of the day. But it's what will also stand you apart from other people, and what will bring people back, because you're putting in the time to make them something for them that nobody else might never have.
Yeah, that's so true. And that's, like I said, I do have those. And I think that sometimes that helps me be more creative, because I start, like, I'm making a cup for Jessie, and I'm like, I like it so much, the idea that I came up with, that I want to sell it, like have it be an item that I sell, because I'm like, oh, that's actually really good. But it wasn't until I got her order and my brain started being creative that it felt that way. But then it is stressful, because I'm like, oh my God, are they going to like this?
Yes, that is the biggest part, is, are they going to like it? Is it going to come out how they hoped? And I mean, I've never had anybody be like, oh, that's not what I wanted. And I hope I never do, but I know one day it's going to happen.
Yeah.
And when the time comes, I'm like, oh, okay, try again, I guess.
I'll get on board.
Right?
Like Sami's therapy session with Welcome to the Simple Life.
Yeah. I like it.
Hey, this is it, right? right here.
I know we've been on for 40 minutes. We haven't even started the game, but that's okay.
Others. I love that.
Yes.
That's my favorite thing.
I love that.
Oh, let me make. Do you care if I make you bigger?
Oh no, go ahead.
Okay. Now you can start.
Oh, I love that. Okay,
I
I'm
love
gonna
that.
have you. I'm going to get you to make me a shirt that says "Make someone smile today." Something that I'm working on really hard. I just found out that like sorry, this is TMI, but I'm going through menopause. So I've been like my hormones have been like this the past couple of months. It's been great. But so like I need a t-shirt that says "Make someone smile today," so people smile at me, so I keep smiling back.
Oh, that's so cute. I love that. I have so many, and I think I'm going to do like a whole t-shirt line. I have so many inspirational quotes and stuff saved. I have hundreds and hundreds of them. And I've really been thinking about doing like a whole line of it because I just think some people just need it. And then some people, like I was in Sam's the other day. I think I had on a shirt that said Grace Wins. And somebody was like, "Oh my God, really?" And not many people know what it is. But they were like, "Wow, that's amazing." And I was like, "Oh, thanks." So you never know how you're going to affect somebody.
And Kat, you make me smile every day.
Oh, thank you.
Cat makes me frown.
Every once in a while, I have a moment.
But we all have moments, and that's okay. And that's like my video that I shared. Like we all have moments, and it's so important to know that we all have those moments. Listen, I'm not gonna cry again. Mertz is trying to get me with all his little over there.
So
thank you.
Lindsay has a couple of designs coming out that I want. She has like a villainous one, and I really want that shirt.
I love villains.
I am trying to find like a whole spin on them. I love like pinup girl style stuff and like bad girl tattoos. So I am trying to find like I've been trying to find designs, but then I've also reached out to a local tattoo artist to see if he could make me some drawings with like some sleeved up Disney princesses. Because
I have I need
an area. I was on board with that. I'm not even a Disney princess person, but if you like make them
I'm going to show you this shirt I have.
Okay. Yzma as a pinup girl. Oh my gosh, I would die.
Sorry, I keep popping in and out. The allergies are getting really bad. I don't think you guys want to watch them. Listen to me blow my nose.
I want to do a spin on the Disney princesses because I think they're just, I don't know. I'm not perfect and nobody is. So
wait, let me make you big, Sami. I love it.
That one. That's cute.
I got it at Comic-Con. It's one of my favorite shirts I own because it's just so different than Disney. But villains, Yzma pinned up. Yeah, have you heard of Fiverr? Is that a yes?
I think so. Yeah.
I was like, it's nodding. Yes, because you could go on there too and see and get different things because there's like there's pretty cheap options on there too, and see what they do.
I just want to do something different.
Yeah. No, I think that would do so good. Like Nick said, villains and tats like that.
I want to tattoo her up, give her a little pinup style. And throw some bleach on it and call it a day.
I love it. Like
BA.
I would. Oh my gosh, I would die. I'd just be like, give me all of them.
I'm just imagining Yzma's hair like this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you could like go.
The tattoo could say, "Don't remove the spinach."
I want that.
Yeah.
Ooh,
love it.
Like I need that.
Sassy.
I am working on doing that.
Do you still have that post that was the shirt you wore the other day? Let me see. I think it's already gone.
Using. Oh, there's Christy. There's Christy again. That's us.
I don't see it.
Oh, the Savage one?
Yeah, that one was awesome. I don't
Hey,
see
Miss
that.
Christy.
Miss Popular over there.
And Christy, I think we know her.
Is it
Oh,
not?
these earrings. Here's some more earrings that she does.
Oh, I like the Harry Potter. Yeah, that's cool. The keychains.
I need some of those.
And this was the giveaway we did. Some of her merch.
Well, those are beautiful.
Thank you.
I can't see a thing, but they look cute.
You're like, they're beautiful. I can't say anything, but they're beautiful.
Aladdin's initials merch. That would be so
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
Okay, Kat.
Like said, like, the princesses tatted with like things that resemble them would be really cool.
I have those. And I have a Beauty and the Beast one, Belle, and she has her and Beast tattooed on her. I think it's a sleeve. I have like an Alice in Wonderland one. I have a couple different ones, and they have tattoos on them. I did wine cups and I have them.
That's amazing.
Ooh, that would be cool.
And they're a little pin-up-y style, not full on, but I'd say about 75% pin-up style.
I'm gonna need like cleavage and like the skirt.
We need it all.
Just bring it to me. Like Charlotte, okay, from Princess of the Frog. Oh my gosh, could you imagine her as like a pinup with tattoos?
She'd be so beautiful. But also then when you said that, I also think of like Madame Mim, something like so out there, like as a pinup with tattoos. Just like how amazing that would be. Hi, Addie.
Oh, why are my comments not showing up?
Okay, well, you have to do that, Lindsay. You put it out in the universe, and now it has to happen, and everyone's
Yep,
gonna come
it
by
has
from you, and you're gonna blow up. This is gonna be your blow up moment.
See, this is going to be the item that just soars you.
Oh, who would have known?
I'm going to mute me for a second because I'm going to have to pull up our YouTube.
We would have known.
So
Sarah's like, why didn't I think of this?
So what was one of your first kind of like items you sold, and how excited were you when you got it out there in the world?
Oh, first items I sold. It was actually teacher shirts.
I like that.
It was a whole bunch of different like Cat in the Hat with the whole thing, like, and I was super excited. And then after that, it kind of just went from there.
That is amazing.
Now it's like, I'll put just about anything on a shirt if you're going to pay me to. There's just a few things I stay away from, and but anything else is a go.
That's very cool.
I think the hardest thing is designs and finding designs, and because I mean, I go on Etsy and I get a lot of design from them, but it's also a lot of them you can only use for personal use. So now it comes about, if I'm going to put it on Instagram or if I'm going to sell it, I have to contact the seller and be able to get the commercial license to be able to sell it. And then you pay for your commercial license. And then some of them limit you to how many you can sell, but it's usually really high, like 500. Right. I've never sold 500 of the same exact shirt. One day, maybe the pinup ones.
The pinup ones are going to blow up. I'm telling you, you're going to need them.
They will.
Yeah.
Well, if you have a Cricut machine.
I started with a Cricut and I still have it, but I have a commercial cutter now because the Cricut really limited me to the sizes I could do when it comes to making my signs, because you're limited to 12 by 24. Yeah, my commercial cutter, I can cut 3 feet wide by 12 foot long.
All right.
How much did that cost you, if you don't mind me asking?
It was $1,200.
Okay. Well, when Sami gets a little bit more, like, not blown up, but like a little air in her air balloon, we can think about that.
Well, here's the thing, Sami. With a Cricut, even though it's got a limited size, they do have an angel policy for selling. As long as it's not their licensed content, like through Disney or WB, Marvel, you can sell up to 500 items per year.
I still have my Cricut. And so, like, if I'm doing a small job,
I don't know what
I use my Cricut. But, like, if I'm doing a large order of 15, 20 shirts and it's the same design, putting it in my big cutter is a lifesaver because I don't have to keep cutting 12 by 24 and only cutting 2 t-shirts at one time. I can cut the whole order of shirts at one time. And with the commercial cutter, you don't have those stupid mats that you have to keep putting your vinyl on. I have no mats with my commercial cutter. There's a vacuum system that sucks it down and a roller system that holds it in place.
Can we go back to this 500? I'm not that I sell 500 items, but I don't understand what you're saying. Like, so if I made an item and I put it on my Cricut.
If you use one of Cricut's designs, like one of their flowers that they have Cricut access, you could sell 500 items with that one flower in a calendar year under Cricut's angel selling policy. Now, you may have 5 different flowers. You can make 500 of each of those 5 different flowers.
Okay.
So,
well, I have
never
used and I
any of the
totally
Cricut
don't
designs.
steal all of my stuff off of Google or purchase off of Etsy, but
I've never used any designs from Cricut. I use the fonts,
but nothing like nothing for selling. It's always been for like a swap.
I live off Etsy and design bundles, and there's a couple others.
And maybe
And I
I
have
just
a
out.
lady.
But if
have a
I
lady
bought
who makes my
bundle, like an SVG bundle off of Etsy, that's mine to use, right?
It depends. When you go into where it lists the item details, it will tell you in each description whether or not it's for personal use only or if it's for commercial use. And if it's for personal and commercial, they will tell you how many items you can make with it. If it's only for personal, if they sell the commercial license, they'll usually list it and they'll say, here's the link, and then you'll click on the link and then you have to pay for the commercial license.
So not to be shady, but how do they track that? Not being shady, because
no.
Like,
Trust me, I have
10 of the same people could sell 10 of the same SVG file. But how does that person know if I'm using theirs, and am I part of their one use off of who they bought it from?
Here's my thing on it. It's not like I have 400,000 followers on Instagram. So catching me is going to be very difficult. Now, I will say this. For all of the theme park designs that I do use, I have paid for the commercial license for all of it. Anything that I send Christy, or anything that I send pass holder Trav, because he is my brand rep for theme parks for my mail merchandise, I have paid for the commercial license for. Just because they do have a larger audience on Instagram and YouTube. Whether or not I'd ever get caught, I don't know. I mean, worst that could happen is, cease and desist order. But it also is a gamble selling anything Disney.
Yeah.
I can get a cease and desist order for selling anything Disney or Harry Potter. Just because I bought the design off Etsy, it's still a trademark design. Yeah. The people who sell the designs on Etsy could get in trouble because they don't have the trademark license for it.
So I have a question about that. So if I draw a picture of a character out of my own head and then I put it on like a shirt or something, is that still trademarked if it's a character?
Yes.
But even if it came out of my brain?
Yeah, because it still resembles that character. It's still their character. And the font is still theirs.
Because I did these.
Yes, those will be trademarked.
Yeah.
Sorry. Hi. Hello.
So
those are good.
On Etsy, you can find commercial purchaser things, or where do you purchase commercial?
Designbundles.net.
Okay.
And
but
I will
look. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Hillsboro, where I live, has one of the top 10 handmade craft fairs in the United States. We have over 300 craft vendors from all over the United States. 3 years ago, we had a gentleman come up and he showed his identification, and he was from the NFL. And he said,
The
"We are
football
here
league?
he was with an attorney that works with NFL pirated merchandise. They went up and down our craft fair, and you have to understand, it goes 2 blocks north, 2 blocks south, a block east, block west, both sides of the street, and on the sidewalk. They started at 9 a.m. and they went to each booth and they said, "Oh, you have NFL licensed merchandise. Where's your copyright permission from that team?" If they couldn't present it, they confiscated it.
Yeah.
And they gave a letter from the attorney that they would be receiving a letter for damages to the team.
Yep, they do it here too at a lot of the vendor fairs. They will go, and Disney does it too.
Yep.
Disney has people around the theme park, and they will walk up to you. You don't know who they are. "Oh my God, I love that shirt. That is amazing. Where did you get that shirt?" "Oh, I got it off of Etsy," or "Oh, so-and-so made it for me." Then they will go on Facebook, Instagram, or wherever, and they will look for you. There are people, they have them on Instagram, and that is their job to look for their merchandise. And the Florida Gators, they are big for it too. They did it at a craft fair one time. The lady had a cup up there, and they're like, "Oh, I love that. Do you have any more?" And she was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Well, here you go, and I'm gonna need all of them." It's pretty bad.
I get it. But here's the thing. There is no original idea. Okay. But I get that it's like it's part of a film or something. It's I feel like if you are spending a lot, hold on. I don't know. I hear feedback. If you're selling massive amounts, I get that. But when you're like at a craft fair and you're smelling, I don't know. I guess that's a gray line for me.
You have to understand that some of these people that go to craft fairs, that is their only job. They go from craft fair to craft fair to craft fair to craft fair, and they make hundreds of thousands of dollars a year.
I don't, but yes, some of them do. And you have to think about how many people are doing it.
Yeah.
And it's a lot. And I get it, because when you're building a brand and you put years and years and years and years into this brand and the time that it takes to build it, when somebody is selling your idea, it is hard. But I mean, I still do it because I'm just going to make what people want and hope that I'm good to go.
I'm like, no, I'm scared.
I was at first too, but I'm just kind of like, I don't have a lot of followers, so I'm like, but if they get me, they get me. I mean, the Tumblr group I'm in, like a guy posted the other day, he was like, "I got a cease and desist letter in the mail," he said, "for a Grinch cup that I posted 2 years ago."
Huh. Yeah, that's really interesting. It's I mean, I get both sides of it. Yeah. And I wonder too, like with videos, because we have pins in our backgrounds or merchandise. Could we get in trouble for that? I mean, like, it's just this rabbit hole that you go down. You know?
I don't think so much displaying that. I think the only time it comes down to like stuff that's in videos is basically, I think, like music and stuff like that. That's why most of the clips are so short of the music.
Yeah.
Because you can only do it for so many seconds.
Yeah. Like, I know our Joanne's here now. They actually have a sign by the NFL, NHL, MLB fabric that says this fabric is for personal use only. It cannot be made into something for sale.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I'm just curious, if you're like in the parks and you have on a shirt and you made it, but you're not selling it, you can't get in trouble for that, can you?
I think technically, yes, because it's not, you don't own the design. They do.
So, but what about, like, I'm just like, scared to wear anything now. I'm going to go around the Disney naked. I'm sorry, you're not. This is just going to happen.
Okay.
So how often do they ask you, like, oh, like, are they really going to be like, oh, where'd you get that? And if I was like, oh, I made it for myself, they'd be like,
I don't see
take
them
it
going
off,
and be like,
or
yeah,
like, or if I was like, or somebody
go to the
was
bathroom.
Down right now.
Well,
I
here's the
would too.
thing.
I'd be like, okay.
Disney has licensed through Cricut a lot of images, tons of them. And I had a cast member, or I probably was a cast member, it may have been one of the people hunting, go, "Where did you get your shirt?" And I said, "Well, I have a Cricut and I downloaded the item from Design Space and made a shirt." They're like, "Oh, that's really neat, very intuitive."
I know what you mean.
Thank you. And walked off. And so it must have been one of those people checking, but I don't sell anything. And I just created mine. I downloaded the Waltograph font from DeFont and made.
So I guess my question is, because like, if they're doing that so often, why are there so many things that are still doing it? Like, people make ears and stuff like that, and they're not shutting down all these shops. So I guess, like, how often are they going and actually shutting down?
Do you remember when they made the Disneyland sign ears for Disneyland recently?
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
that was actually a small shop's design, but because they used the Disneyland brand and the original signage, Disneyland just decided to make their own. And instead of putting a stop order on the small shop, they pretty much took their business by making their own ears.
Yeah.
So
and they didn't have to pay the small shop anything because it was technically their design in the first place.
Yeah. So I think, and this is just my thinking, this isn't like proven or any kind of science behind it, is the reason they're not doing stop orders on these people is because these people are more creative than their own Imagineers when it comes to products. Not to disgrade the Imagineers, they're amazing. But when it comes to product imagination, these small shops are very creative, and they're taking those ideas and making them their own and mass marketing them and making way more money than the small shops would. So instead of scaring all these small shops off to stop doing it, they're letting them do it and then taking their ideas, because that's not the only pair of ears that have come out that I've seen other small shops have.
I mean, because like, look at your ears, or like the ones that the magnet ears, like those people are like big small shops.
Oh my gosh, their ears, they are so creative and so detailed, and these suckers are like $60, $70. You know how, I'm going to make it this big. Do you know how mass marketed Disney could do if they did something like this?
Freaking gorgeous. Like,
they're so beautiful. They're magnetic.
Yeah, but like, they're not going and shutting them down. And people are wearing those.
These are like Swarovski, I can't even say the word, crystals. So these ears are so freaking expensive, and you just wait. Disney will catch on to the wired 3D printed ears soon enough.
Oh yeah.
But my thing is like, people are wearing those in the park. People are not.
Poor Sami keeps skipping.
Yeah, she's frozen.
Because I don't think they're going to be like, "Oh, take those ears off." Like Christy said, I think they're just going to take the design and make them, because by allowing people in there also and seeing what they're creating, it's giving them another revenue.
Yep.
When they can see what other people are doing, and it's like, you can't stop everybody. For whatever they're shutting down per day, more are popping up.
Yeah. And I think that's true for why they allow YouTubers and press in. It gives them all that free advertising, and like it. So I mean, if they wanted to, I could ban.
And you can't be like, we're the happiest place on earth, but you're going to have to take off that family shirt that the 10 of you have on that matches.
Yes,
your cousin or sister. I mean.
Well, and like, I like what you guys are saying, like, people might not buy everything, and they obviously still buy Disney product, but like, people are buying these products to go to Disney, and the tickets to Disney cost way more than the pair of ears that they're buying from that small shop to get to Disney, to buy all the food and all the stuff when they're in Disney there.
Yeah.
So
Pascal Trav said, technically, you probably could get in trouble, although Disney's not that petty, especially for a company that's literally built its public image on customer service. Yep. They don't want that kind of negativity telling guests they have to change their shirt, not exactly the image they want to put forth.
No.
And that's completely different. They're not going to tell you to take off a Little Mermaid shirt just because they didn't make it. And in fact, I heard or read this somewhere, so I don't know how accurate it is, but I've heard that if they've liked a group of people's shirts, like a family or something, they've invited them to stay the night in Cinderella's castle. I could be wrong, but I have heard that somewhere.
Maybe. I think sometimes they are able to give like a little pixie dust.
Well, when I go with my family next May, it's going to be 3 kids. So
Cat's just going to go naked. So
yeah, I'm gonna be naked, but everybody else will have matching outfits.
Duck ears. You duck butt ears.
I'll have my ears on, but no, they'll take my ears from me.
But they're
Disney. They're Disney.
I guess I'm not more scared of them like taking your stuff from you. I'm more scared of them like if somebody's wearing something I made and then being like, oh, I got it from Put Some Magic on It, and then them coming and like shutting down my shop.
I don't think that they would do that.
I think they're going to look at too, like, how much are you selling, and how much are you like? That's why I don't know her. Like, I gave thought to it at first when I was like in all the forums and everybody was talking about it, but then I was like, I'm not making millions. I'm not making hundreds of thousands. I don't have like this mass following. Yeah. So,
but then I
may be worried about me
with like the ears that Christy just showed. Like, they're making millions, I'm sure. Or hundreds of thousands. They're making a lot of money, and they haven't been shut down yet. And you know, people are wearing those to the parks. There's no way people aren't wearing those to the parks.
I found the company that made these ears through a extremely big influencer. So one of Kate, who was supposed to come on a couple of weeks ago, she had to change her date last minute because she was invited to a rehearsal dinner for this company's wedding. So she was like, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize they were going to invite me. Is it okay if we move it? And I was like, yeah, sure. Then she started telling me about this company. And what do? I go and
you
look.
Go by ears.
And I go by ears. Yeah. And they have all sorts of different things. So yes, that company is very big.
And you can't blame me for that.
And Disney hasn't shut them down yet. So maybe I'm an anxiety ball, guys.
I wouldn't over stress it at all.
Travis, I hope that they gift me the Cinderella suite because I'm going to Disney for my first time ever, and I feel like that is a Cinderella story, and I deserve to be in the Cinderella suite.
And I'm gonna squish you.
I squish you too.
My husband and I are going in 30 days. Can't wait. I've already packed them ready. Let's go.
Can I slip in your luggage?
My husband been no, because everybody's like, oh, we can meet up. No.
I know that's let's hear too. It's like no.
I'm not filming either. I'm not. I might do a couple clips.
Ooh, 159 days. Is that your countdown?
To go to Disney.
And then 257 to Orlando. 2 of them.
So Lena, are you going in November?
No, I'm going in September for Cropping in the Kingdom, scrapbooking crop at the Contemporary.
She invited me, but I would have to pay for myself.
Yeah, and then I'm going for 1 day to Universal for Horror Nights by myself, which is not a good idea. And then in December, Sam and I are doing 5 days. That's 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 days, 4 pretty much at Cape Canaveral before we are on the Carnival Mardi Gras.
Ooh, that's gonna be fun.
DDC better open up my cruise. I am vaccinated. I have the video up to prove how sick I was.
No joke. Hi,
Eileen. Hey, Eileen. Hey, Sam. Oh, hush. You're probably going Sunday. Yeah, in case anyone was wondering, I had gone from this one to this one, and it was startled because I didn't realize which one I picked up. I was like, whoa.
You need to label it.
Guys, I'm just going to get ready to put the best act. It's not gonna be an act. I'm gonna be like crying, checking into my room at Disney. They're gonna be like, "What's wrong?"
You
with
won't have to act. You'll be crying.
Oh, be sure when you check in, say it's your first time. They'll give you a first time button. Tell them you're celebrating something. They'll give you a celebrate button.
Celebrating
Say,
is
can
my
I have
first
all
time
the
ever, and
buttons?
I didn't die on the plane over here.
You just say, can I have all the buttons? I want the wedding one, even though I'm not
Can you
married.
just upgrade me because I need it, because I've worked really hard to get here. I've waited 27 years of my life to go to Disney.
Oh, the first time we went, I did the 90s commercial to Mickey bawling, I've waited my whole life to meet you. And it was probably, everyone was probably going, what is wrong with this lady?
And then you can always tell them, do you know how many pairs of ears I had to sell to get here?
Exactly.
You know how many years I panicked about you shutting me down for so I could get here this day.
For me, it's like, do you know? For me, it's like, do you know how many pairs of ears I have in my suitcase? Oh yeah, that's right. I have a whole suitcase dedicated only to ears.
I'm trying to convince my husband to renew our vows. Like,
oh, please let me be your travel agent.
I mean, it's our 20th anniversary, and I'm like, okay, how much can it cost if it's just us and we're just getting like pictures done?
Price.
I mean, huh?
Same price. It's the same price as the lowest package. I think it's like 5 or 6 guests. They don't have just a 2-person. I asked. You have to do the lowest package that they have, and it's like
who lives in Florida.
$1,000.
Awesome.
Oh, Kelly, I can get some other people to come down. My husband.
Gosh.
You can actually have your reception with the small group at the Tower of Terror Terrace, like up on the 2nd floor.
I saw that on something. I don't remember what
I was like,
that's funny. No, but like I mean, 20 years putting up with me. That's like he deserves an award, and I deserve another wedding.
Renewing vows. I know. I want another wedding. Are you going to wear white?
Are you related to Travis?
Yes.
Yeah.
My cousin.
Oh, cool. I didn't know that. Hello, Travis.
I was like, they're either related or just really good friends.
The Tower of Terror like makes my tummy go in my throat and it stays there all day, and I don't like that feeling.
I made Sam go on it, but I won't. I literally got on it and started to cry and freak out and had a panic attack, so the lady let me off. And Sam got really mad at me.
Not Disney, but I went to an amusement park in Pennsylvania for our family reunion. And you know that ride? No, the other one. It starts with a K.
Kangaroo?
No, I don't know. Anyways, we went there, and you know the ride that has like a spaceship on both sides, and then it's just a long bar in between them, and then it goes like this, and then the spaceship goes like this. So the whole ride's like going like this, and while you're going like this, your ride's going like this. I screamed so loud that the ride person stopped the ride in the middle of the ride to let me off because I was like, please stop, I just want my mom, please stop, I hate this, stop it. Like bawling my eyes out. Who stopped it in the middle? Like the ride was like, had literally just started and was going, and I was screaming so loud I stopped it so I can get off the ride.
Ugh.
When we were younger, I thought roller coasters were the best thing on the planet until I went skydiving for my 21st birthday, and then I was like,
I want to go
That's
skydiving.
best thing on the planet. Like when you jump out, your breath is taken away, and it's like you can't breathe for a good 30 seconds. You're
I
just
want
like,
to go so bad.
That
So
sounds
you're
like
like,
so much fun. Sign me up.
and then when I jumped out, my first thought was, holy shit, it's so cold up here.
yes.
I want to go skydiving. I love roller coasters. I get nauseous with too many spinny thingies. So I can't
go on the carousel. Okay, y'all. I can't go in circles.
Oh. Yeah, well, I don't know. You guys keep talking. I need to go potty real quick.
All right. We'll allow it.
So you live near the parks, or do you go to the parks often?
Me?
Yes, sorry.
Oh, no, I live in Florida. Hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes away. Depends on how fast you drive. No, I do not go often.
Okay.
No. Mm-mm.
How come just too many things?
Well, too many things, and the kids just were not into it as much as not as much as we were into it when we were younger.
Yeah.
I mean, we went like to the parks all the time, and my kids not so. My daughter, yes. My son, no. We took him twice, and then the second time it was like, no, never again.
That's how my son was.
It was like, So no, I haven't been. Oh gosh, it's been years.
Yeah.
Well, years for Disney.
Right.
Now Busch Gardens, that's another story.
I've been to Busch Gardens down there once. For a Super Bowl. Because I was nannying and we went down there and we went to Disney too. And where else did we go? My nose it's just so bad. Universal. We didn't go in, but we did, I don't know. We had like dinner there.
Oh, in City Walk?
Maybe, but it was a long time ago. This was like 20 some years ago.
When
this
City
was
Walk was free to go to, like you didn't have to pay $20 to park.
I have to pop out. My alumni, my alma mater, is doing their spring show tonight, and I have to go cheer on the club that I helped form. So.
All right, Lena, do you want to say what you have coming up real quick?
Sure. Hall Family Adventures has a lot going on. We post regularly on Tuesdays and Saturdays, 8 a.m. Central Time, and shorts on random days at 3 p.m. Any other videos are just bonus content. On Sundays, I am on with Sami and Crystal because they seem to love me. So I'm on with them, whatever channel they're on. And then I do Craft and Chat at 4 p.m. Central Time on my channel. on Yes, God. On Thursday nights, I am on with Magical Makeup with Christy, and it's a lot of fun. And last night, my Easter look went 80s rock. Hold on, I did it wrong. 80s rock. 80s rocker, where I kept trying to sign "I love you" to everybody. Christy convinced me to join TikTok, so I now have 3 videos on TikTok. Go me. And then on Fridays, I'm part of Castle Chat, and we have a swap coming up at the end of this month, and I have a lot of swaps this year. And I blame Crystal from Crystal Disney because she keeps adding more. So,
next week's Magical Makeup with Christy is Flower and Garden, and we'll have Crystal from the For Love of the Mouse on. I started saying from Crystal and Bryson.
I know what pink not to use.
The bright pink. I used it too.
Yeah, we both did. So thank you so much. It was so nice to meet you, Lindsay. I am going to definitely check out your Instagram, and I love you, Sami and Kat and Christy, and I will see you next week.
Have a good night, Lena.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
Love you. So, are we still having questions?
I'll probably hop off too.
Yeah, I have to hop off too.
Okay.
Apparently, I have a kid in the house. He's
What?
asking me, "Mom, where are you?" I'm in here.
Well, tell us what you have coming up.
So right now, on my Instagram, I'll put my Instagram in the chat. I've been trying to do a little Disney bounding because Aileen is amazing, and she was like, "Hey, everybody, do the Disney bounding," and I'm like, "Okay, I shall follow you." And I put makeup on, and I did all the things. So much fun. So definitely check out my my pictures. I can't remember what it is. # Disney Bound Spring. Christy, is that what it's called?
I can. Well, I don't really know. I'll have to check my scheduled Instagram posts because I've already posted my pictures, but I haven't done the video. I still need to edit the video.
Eileen, can you put the hashtag in there for us? Cannot remember what it is right now.
Let me go look it up. I need to make her a moderator. She's not one. So I'll just go look it up real quick. You can keep talking.
I have, let's see, my friend Ashley from Ashley's Grotto is turning 30 in May. So every day leading up to her birthday, she is doing a swap. She is amazing to put together 30 swaps in 30 days. Whew, I would pass out. So I am doing 6 swaps with her. Actually, the one swap is really her birthday present. So so I have a used book swap coming up, a snack swap. Next week is going to be Walt and Melissa from Mouse Talk. I'm so excited. I adore them. They used to live in Maryland like me, and they are fantastic. Yeah, so that's like pretty much what I've got going on. How about you, Sami?
I'm frozen. Okay, there we go. I have not been doing a lot on YouTube. I do more on my Instagram and my TikTok because I've just been, like I said, trying to get my shop stuff together and get items that like are not just custom made and just kind of unique out there for purchasing. So keep an eye out. I hope I have a 3-day weekend this weekend. So I'm super excited about that. Hopefully I can get a lot done. I am going to see my dad in Denver tomorrow, so that will take up my day. And then on Monday, some things might be changing, and that will take up some of my day. So, yeah. Other than that, I'm in 2 of the swaps for Ashley. I'm in the Pixar and the Villains one. I'm in the Bounding. I'm in the Forgotten Favorites, and Year of the Ear. And I'm on Christy's lives normally on Thursdays. Last night I did take a break, and then I do try to come on Friday nights as well. Normally I'm a little late depending on my work schedule, but other than that, I'm normally there. And then Sundays, my friend Christy and I have lives rotating on our channels, and I join Lena on her craft and chat. And I think that's everything. I don't know. There's a lot. That's a bunch of it. And that's Sami.
Lindsay, do you have anything special coming up?
Well, on the 19th, I have the giveaway with you. I am, just like I mentioned earlier, going to work on like a whole inspirational line, and definitely working on the Bad Girl Princess pinup.
I'm ready.
And that's about it. Plugging along in everyday life and just trying to make and create and hustle and make the money.
Hustle. Every day I'm hustling. I actually have a bracelet, and it says "Call to hustle, sweetheart."
Oh, nice.
From Zootopia.
I have the one shirt that says "Hustle until your haters ask if you're hiring." It's like a really popular one right now. And the one I had on the other day with the tongue in the mouth that said "Savage, always savage, never average."
Yes.
I think is one of my favorites. I was in Home Goods shopping for some baskets because I have another entryway sign to make. It's like an entryway organizer, holds your keys, dog leashes and stuff. And I got a lot of the older people in there were kind of looking at me crazy. I was like, I'm about to bust out into like song and dance and be like...
you know what I do when people like are staring at me, or like if they try to start something. It depends, because like I've had like a person try to like steal something off of me, and I started to say bugs, and it worked. They ran away. But
all you gotta do is cough nowadays.
You'll get arrested for that. Because I've seen the videos. I go down the rabbit hole of like Karen videos, and I'm like, can't stop watching. But I have like started singing like in the mall or something, and I'll be like, a wee Malay. They'll just back away slowly.
I don't let it bother me, because whether or not you're looking at my shirt because it's crazy or it says something crazy or because you like it, you're looking.
Right.
And I'm almost like, do you want to buy one? I make them.
Usually should.
Mhm.
Should.
I don't let it bother me. I just, I don't know. Half the time I'm in my own world, and it's just like, whatever.
So I'm trying to fix my hashtags.
Oh, I know. I need to add that hashtag too. For some reason, I thought that she wouldn't be able to post the hashtag in there, but I guess it's just like links that people can't post.
Yeah.
But what I have coming up, I post new videos every Monday and Friday, and in between, I do shorts. Or if I have like a lot of content, I'll post like on Wednesday. I have a giveaway that's going on right now. It ends today. So if you haven't checked that out, go over to, you can check my YouTube video out and my Instagram. It's with Magic by Caitlin, which is a regular on the Magical Makeup with Christy. And I have Aileen's bounding thing, and I took too many pictures, so I'm posting a photo every hour that whole day. Sorry, it's already scheduled, because if you don't know, you can actually schedule your IGTVs and your feed posts on Instagram to do a desktop. Interested in seeing how, I have some reels out there that tells you how to do that.
It was really good.
I have did you see the reel I posted for you? You wanted to know how to do the green screen?
Yes, I was like, thank you.
You're welcome. I have just some unboxing coming up. I have some vlogs coming up. Every Thursday night, I have Magical Makeup with Christy. And like I said earlier, next week is Flower and Garden with special guest Crystal from For Love of the Mouse. And then next Friday night is Castle Chat on Kat's channel. I won't be there, but I will be there because it's my anniversary.
Yeah.
I also have new stickers.
Oh, cute.
Nice.
And what else? The home decor swap that was supposed to release in March is now releasing at the end of April. Mm-hmm. So there's a swap coming up for that. There's a makeup collab coming up in August that I'm super excited about. I'm not saying a whole lot about it because I just don't want to say a whole lot about it. I kind of want to keep it under wraps. And I know I'm forgetting something. What am I forgetting? Sami, do you know what I'm forgetting?
Year of the year? I win that.
I'm in like all the year of the years through August. So there's that. I feel like I'm still forgetting something, but I don't know.
I like that you asked me, the one that always forgets everything. Sami, what am I forgetting about my own stuff? You can't remember yours, but
oh, if Lena were still here, she'd be like, don't forget this, don't forget this. I'm like, that's the teacher in you. But I think that's it. I think that's all I have. Thank you, Lena. Be sure to check out everybody. We have links in the description. If for some reason they're broken, you can go to my main page, and every regular on both Castle Chat and on Magical Makeup with Christy are my featured channels in there, and there's a direct link to all of their pages. And if you want to check out Lindsay, I have myself and a couple of other people have posted her link throughout the chat all night long, and her link.
Well, I'm going to be checking her out.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah. My husband's going to be like, who is this Lindsay person? And why are you sending her all your money?
Oh, yeah. I send her all my money. I have doing pretty much an entire swap box for me. Like, I was like, I have a swap coming up, and it's this, and I think I'm going to get everything from you. I just literally, I ordered 2 other things, but everything else is from her.
If you just want to set me up on direct deposit, totally okay with that.
All right. Definitely need to do that. But that's all I have. Any last words before we go, guys? Sorry we didn't get to the game. We can do the game another night.
We were having fun.
Our ladies had so many conversational questions, and it was great.
I just want to say thanks for having me on. Thanks for ordering and supporting. You're an amazing brand rep. Love the pictures.
Thank
Totally
you.
awesome. And to Sami, I want to say, don't stop. Just keep going. You got it. It's going to take a long time and lots of patience, lots of tears, and a whole lot of cussing.
Cussing's good for the soul. I read that somewhere.
Well, I'll be definitely reaching out for tips and tricks. I already am I'm looking at this design bundle and I'm like, okay, well, do I get a membership? But do you have to pay for things when you're on the membership, or does the membership pay for it?
Message me anytime.
Okay.
That's how I learned, was asking questions, reading forums, joining groups.
Yeah.
Just reach out. I'll answer anything that I can answer. And I mean, sometimes it's right. And sometimes it's just stuff that people have told me. I'm always willing to help somebody else out because, I mean, there's enough for everybody to go around. So,
yeah.
There's only 20,000 billion people in the world.
Right. And when I first started and I was like, oh, I'm going to make shirts. And I was like, oh, everybody's making shirts. Mm-hmm. I read a quote and it still sticks to me this day. When you go down the bread aisle, how many brands of bread are there? Everybody's eating.
That was a quote I heard, is just because somebody does it doesn't mean you can't do it too, but in a your way is not going to be the same way. Every one person doesn't do it the same way. Yep. This tie-dye shirt, I could try to make a tie-dye shirt and it won't look exactly like this. Everyone has their own unique spice.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Definitely.
All right, guys, thank you so much for joining. You guys can hang out afterwards and we can chat some more. But thanks, everybody. Have a good night. Sorry when we went over 30 minutes, but hey, we were having fun. Bye. Love you guys.